Hello everyone and welcome to the fifth video of the Python for Microscopy course. In this video I will be talking about conditional statements such as if, else if and else, and these are very fundamental statements in Python for controlling where the control flow is actually going and for making decisions within the script. There are different conditional statements in Python. So first of all, let's talk about the if statement. The if statement is used to check if a condition is true. So simply if condition true, or simply if condition, then do something. Okay, this block or this part of the code will only be executed if the condition is true. Let's say the condition is, or let's say if rain equal to true. So if it rains, then take your umbrella. Umbrella, like this. Let's just imagine this is some sort of function. And if it doesn't rain, then in this case it will not take you will not take the umbrella with yourself. So the if statement simply is used to define if a condition is true, then a certain block of code will be executed. Another example would be, let's say we have a variable x is 10, and if x is greater than 5, then it will print x is greater than 5. To the console, let's run this script and we will see here x is greater than 5 is being displayed here. If we say x is 4, then nothing will happen. So no print state or no print to the console here. Then we can extend this statement by an else statement. Let's say if x is greater than 5, then print this to console, else we can say something like x is not greater than 5. So in this case we have two print statements here, and one code block will only be executed if this condition is true, which in this case is not true. And if this condition is not true, then the else block will be executed. So maybe you can think about what's going to happen here, what will be printed to the console. I run this script and we see the output x is not greater than 5. I can also give you another example. Let's say we have a variable called y, it's 3, and I say y modulo 2 is equal to 0. And you can think about the condition now, is it true or not? And now I give you the solution. So if it is 0, which is not the case, so I mean y modulo 2 is not 0, then it is an even number. Because 3 is not even, we will land here in the else block. Y is odd. Y is an odd number. Let's check. Y is odd. If we say, okay, y is 6, then y modulo 2, in this case 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, and the rest of the division is 0, so the modulus is actually 0. This should give us this print statement. Y is even, exactly. We can also extend this even further. Let's say if we have a grade in class, let's say a point or a number of points from 0 to 100. Let's say the number of points is 75. Then we can say if the grade let's say, is greater than 90, print grade A. Then let's say not else, but else if. Else if. The syntax for it is elif for else if. Else if the grade is greater than or equal to 80, print grade B. Else if the grade is greater than 70, print C, and so on. And for example, if okay, let's also print out the D in case we have more than 60 points. And if that is not the case, we will print out. So else covers every other case, then we will print out the grade F. So I will run the script now. It should give us invalid syntax. It should give us C. And if I change the number of points of the grade to, let's say, 89, it will be a B. If it is 61, it will land here in the D section or code block. And if it's 59, then you didn't pass the exam and it's an F. So these are three very simple statements: if, else if, and else, which are super useful and very fundamental in programming to, when you look at the script again as a program running from the top to the bottom, to really control where the script is going and to make decisions. And this is super useful and super important for you in the future as a user of the Python programming language. In more modern Python versions, I'm now using 3.9, but there's another statement which I will only talk about for a second because it has been introduced in later Python versions, such, I think starting from 3.10 or 11, which are also useful and basically cover the same functionality, especially when there are multiple cases. This is called the match statement. In Java, maybe you have heard of the switch statement. It's like a switch of different cases. I will just shortly explain it to you. So the match statement is a replacement basically for the if else chain, and it allows for kind of more powerful matching. Let's say we want to check which day it is in the week. Let's say it is Wednesday, and the syntax is like this. And I will have an error here because the Python version is a bit older, but this should work in newer Python versions. And in the case that the day, so this variable is Monday, let's say print out it is Monday. Then we can basically copy these two lines of code and then simply replace this text right here, Tuesday, then let's say Wednesday up to Thursday. So, and then basically it will look at the variable and compare these different cases, and whenever a case is true, it will go into this code block and execute it. So like this, you have also a replacement of this control flow I have explained to you a bit earlier. And yes, so, but I won't cover the match statement very much because you can also use the if and else statement as well. So finally, you can again find the exercises in the GitHub repository that I have prepared for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I would be happy to answer any questions. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.